3 o'clock. Today I want to talk about keyword research. Keyword, how do we find keywords? What does keywords even mean? And why do I even need them for my website? Why do I need keywords for my website? Well, that's a great question, and I get asked that a lot. My name is Tom Bartholomew, and I am the CEO of Bartholomew Media Group, where we help contractors build an online presence through website design. So we work a lot with keywords. We get asked a lot what keywords are and how they should be used. How do we even work with keywords? So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Is I'm going to talk about keyword research and tools that we can use to when we're performing keyword research and the best way to go about that. So first of all, I want to talk about what is keyword research, right? So keyword research is the process of finding keywords that people search for your goods or services in a search engine, right? We want to use keywords that people actually use. Because if nobody's searching for your keywords, then you need to have new keywords. You want to make sure that you won't show up in search engine if nobody is searching for your keywords. So you want to make sure you do the research. That's what the keyword research is you find the data on keywords in your industry that people are specifically looking for. Now you can do this in a lot of different places. You can do this on Google and their keyword tool. When you're doing Google ads, you sign up for a Google ad account and you just don't run any ads. You just sign up and you start looking through their keyword tool. Now that's a great tool, highly recommended. Me personally, I like to use this great tool called SEMrush, SEMrush. SEMrush.com is a great place. They have a free keyword tool. You can check things out. I like to use their keyword magic tool. That's one of my favorites, the keyword magic tool from SEMrush. It's great. I can go into, and let's say I work with kitchen remodelers. So when I start building a kitchen remodel website, I will go into SEMrush and I'll put into the keyword magic tool and I'll put in kitchen remodeling. And SEMrush will come back and tell me a lot of different categories, how many keywords they found. All keywords were 35,000, right? And the first one with the most volume was kitchen remodel. Not remodeling, but kitchen remodel. So that gets about 40,000 visitors, that volume of search, 40,000 times is that typed into the search engine. So then I go down a little bit. Kitchen remodel ideas, kitchen remodeling, kitchen remodel cost, kitchen remodel near me, kitchen remodeling ideas. I'm just going right down the line. Kitchen remodeling ideas generates about 12,000 searches per month. Okay, so these are high intent, not high intent, but high volume keywords. So if I was going to build a website for a kitchen remodeler, I would use these keywords. The nice thing about SEMrush is you can then save the keywords, you can add it to a list. So I would start adding kitchen remodel ideas, kitchen remodeling, kitchen remodel cost. I would add those to a list so that way when I was writing content for a kitchen remodeling website, then I can make sure that I use those terms. Now you might say, how do I use those terms? Once I get them, do I just add them to the page? Do I repeat them? No, you want to make sure you're using those terms that you're found that have high volume, kitchen remodel, and you want to use them in your headings. On every page of your website, you have different heading tags, H tags, you might have heard them called. So, and they go in a hierarchy. H tag 1, H1, an H tag 2, a heading tag 2, 3, 4, all the way down to 6. So I like to use 1 through 3. Sometimes I use 4, but that's about as deep as I go. So an H1 you can only use one time on your website, and that should happen at the top. That's like your title. So your heading tag 1, that really tells search engines and people, potential customers, visitors to your website, what your website is about. So when you do your H tag, I would use kitchen remodel or kitchen remodeling in, and I would put the city of where they're at. So I'm in Bear Lake, so kitchen remodeling in Bear Lake, or kitchen remodeling in Traverse City. So that would be my heading, my H tag, H1, is I would make sure I have very important the location of my business and what my business is. So then after that, you can use your keywords in your H2 tag. So now H1 is the only one that you can only have one. You only want to have one, and you want it at the very top of your page. So after that, you can write a couple paragraphs, a couple sentences, have some photos, and then you're going to have another heading, big bold title for, the next paragraphs, and that one might have an H2. So that's telling search engines like Google that this is also an important keyword or key phrase. Not quite as important as the H1, but it's still important. So make sure to pay attention to this. So that's where you're going to use some of those other keywords that you added to your list where they're applicable. So maybe with the kitchen remodeling one, maybe this one would be kitchen remodel cost. That generates about 14,800 searches per month. So of course I want to use that. I'd put that in an H2 tag, kitchen remodel cost. And then I would write in there about what is involved in the cost of a kitchen remodel. So that way I am putting those key phrases in the H tags. H1 is most important at the very top, and then you start using H2s. You can have multiple H2s, you can have multiple H3s. I like to put an H, kind of use it as a kind of a bullet point, your H2s. I wouldn't necessarily put them in a bullet point list, but I would definitely put them in, an H2 above a paragraph talking about a certain aspect of your business. And that H2 tag should be descriptive of that paragraph or that service. So that's how I like to go about doing keyword research. Is I find another thing in SEMrush that's nice in that keyword magic tool is it'll also give you broad match. So it'll give you any variation of the seed keyword that you put in. So I put in kitchen remodeling, and a broad match says kitchen remodel ideas, kitchen remodel costs, like I said before. So those are all broad match keywords. So they're very close to what you put in as into your search. So phrase match are exact keywords or key phrases in various orders. So I put in kitchen remodeling. So it might be kitchen remodeling ideas, kitchen remodeling near me, remodeling kitchen ideas for remodeling. So you see it has those two words, kitchen and remodeling, into the keyword phrase. So that would be the phrase match, and then you can always do exact match, which is the exact keyword or keyword phrase in that exact order. So those would be things like, obviously, kitchen remodeling, and then kitchen remodeling ideas, kitchen remodeling near me, kitchen remodeling costs. So these are all where it has kitchen remodeling as exact match with maybe with a word or two added to it in the beginning or the end. You might have small kitchen remodeling ideas. So there's another one that shows those are all exact match. And then you can also do related. And that's just keywords that are similar to your seed keyword, but are, they're related to kitchen remodeling. And this is really cool. So once you go through and you add others, your broad match, your phrase match, your exact match, whatever you want, whatever's giving you high volume, then you can go over to the related, and what that'll do is that'll start giving you some other ideas. Like kitchen home renovations, kitchen rehab, redoing a kitchen, remodel the kitchen. So these are all just related key phrases. So they're related to kitchen remodeling. So once you get those, and you can even, once you find one from your initial one, let's say you did a broad match and you did, the kitchen remodeling near me, and then you could actually search that key phrase, and that would give you broad match, phrase match of each of those as well. So it's a great way to find out keywords, different keywords maybe that you wouldn't think of, how much search volume they have, and then also you want to look at keyword difficulty. And the keyword difficulty, it shows you how hard it would be for a website to rank organically in the Google top 10 for the analyzed keywords. So the higher the number, the harder it is to rank for a search. Like kitchen remodel is a very difficult keyword to rank for. That's an 84. That's hard. You'll need a lot of high quality backlinks, which we didn't cover today, but a backlink is basically another website that puts your link there and points people back to your website. That's a backlink. Someone else said, hey, I think these people are great, I'm going to send you over to them. That's a backlink. So you'll need a lot of backlinks to rank for kitchen remodel by itself. So that's how you can tell. So you want to get keyword difficulty, try to get it down below 50 for sure. That would definitely help. If you can get it into like the 30 or 40 range for keyword difficulty percentage, then that's great. That'll definitely make it easier to use those keywords. So that's another reason to do keyword research, is you can find out how difficult it's going to be to rank with that key phrase. So keyword research is super important. That's the first thing I do when I work on any website, is I go in and I dig in, what are the competitors? And you can also, that's another thing on SEMrush, is you can search your competitors. You can go on there and you can see what keywords they're using. So it does so many things. I love to see what my competitors are doing, what keywords they're using. Then I search those keyword phrases on their own, and then I come up with a keyword list that I can use and find the most important ones with the low keyword difficulty and the high key search volume, and those are the ones I try to target for each customer on each website. So I could keep talking a lot about keywords and keyword research and search engine optimization, but I think I'm just going to leave it right there. And if you have any questions or wondering how keywords on your website or how to use SEMrush for your website, go ahead and reach out to me. Send me a DM right here on Facebook. I'd be glad to talk, jump on a Zoom call, and give you a website audit free of charge, no pressure. I'll just give you some tips on how you can improve your website. So go ahead and do that. Check out my Facebook is at BMG Agent is where you'll find me on Facebook, and I'd be glad to chat with you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Thursday.